let's talk about the time that I accidentally almost drowned Shane in a pool. Well, on purpose. It's a gray area.
I believe it was on purpose. You seem to think it was accidental.
There was an emergency situation. We're going to tell you about it.
So this happened in our second summer together.
I think so.
So we'd been dating for about a year, and Hannah was spending a few weeks in Pennsylvania that summer, and one of our favorite activities to do together is to go swimming. So on this day, we decided to have a day at the pool. My aunt has a pool, and she lets us swim there, so this is where we were going to be, hanging out for the day.
But first, we went to our favorite restaurant, Marblehead Chowder House.
It's like a really, really hot day in July,
Oh, yeah.
and for whatever reason, at like 11:30 a.m., before we head to the pool, we were like, let's get some seafood. So we went.
It's so good.
It is really good. They have the best lobster bisque in the entire world.
I don't like lobster bisque, but you love
You
it.
ate a lot of them. I know. You don't love it, but
I ate the chunks out of your soup. I ate the lobster pieces.
so I had lobster bisque.
I think I probably had seafood pasta, seafood
Yeah.
linguine maybe.
Yeah, nice big hearty meal.
Right before swimming, really the best thing. So we got to the pool. We were sitting in the shade, sort of relaxing, just for a couple of minutes.
Just kind of
Yeah, looking at the pool,
getting hot before we get
getting
in.
all hot.
My aunt has this nice, it's an above ground pool, but what's nice about it is that it's like half above ground, so that it's really easy for Hannah to lift me over the edge from the hot
You
side,
would.
like, put me in the pool.
Yeah.
Um,
So I would do that, and then I would go around to the stairs and get in the pool the normal way.
Now, you might be wondering, how did Shane...
Shane sinks to the bottom, and I run to the stairs and try to get to him as fast as I can.
No, so here's how I swim when someone's not holding me. This is my
Shall we demonstrate?
pool flip. And I'm going to put it on for you. Here, you do this.
It's this way, right?
I think it's, yeah.
I think it's this way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need your head right in there. It's hard when your headrest is behind you. In fact,
What was
I
that?
broke this off. It's just
Oh, no.
Velcro. It's impossible. But
Try it on more.
I can't. Your head. Oh.
There we
Okay.
go.
Well, this closes behind him and
Mm-hmm.
buckles around, and he is stuck like that,
Secure.
floating.
I float just like this. So, we take our clothes off. And, I mean, we have bathing suits on. But we get ready. Hannah puts my float on. And
In your chair, and then I lift you.
while we're doing all this, a few times she was like, oh, I can't decide if I need to use the bathroom.
My stomach just felt weird.
Yeah, from our ridiculous
I was full.
seafood lunch.
I was full.
It's really hot out.
Yeah.
I was like, alright, well, just like put me in the water. And
Yeah.
like, whatever.
So I lift Shane out of his chair, and I have to carry him maybe 10 feet to the pool. With every step, I start to feel like I really need to use the bathroom in an emergency sort of way. And I'm like holding him, and I'm like, I think I have to go to the bathroom. And he was like, right now? And I was like, yeah. Should I put you back in your chair? And he was like, well, I don't know. And all of a sudden,
You're still walking forward.
I was walking to the pool, but all of a sudden, I had to go to the bathroom in a way that there was no time for me to put Shane in his chair.
No
The
time to-
closest place to deposit him was into the pool, and I needed to do that.
Deposit. Funny that you should use that word. So Hannah deposits me into the pool
And I'm like, I'm so sorry.
and dashes for the house. Like,
But I was like, do you want me to lay you on the grass? And you were like,
right,
not really.
right. I'm afraid of like spiders.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, just put me in the pool.
I got permission. Like, it wasn't like I put you in the pool and ran away. I was like, is this okay?
It was one of those like really hectic moments, like when your car loses control on the highway, and you don't really have time to like stop and say, okay, how will I respond to this?
Yeah.
You just act.
Yeah.
Hannah felt something in her bowels, threw me in the pool, and ran away. Now, This should have been fine. However, there is one small thing about using my pull float that made this a little bit perilous.
So once you put the float on Shane and put him in the pool, he likes to have one arm up on the float to like balance it out. So that float, it's not like it stays untipped. You know, it's not like a tip-free float. It'll tip right over and all of a sudden he'll be like butt up in the water. Yeah, his head will be face down and he'll die. So you have to get it just right.
And I use my arms to kind of hold it in a balanced position.
Yeah, that takes a little bit of muscle though. So while we're swimming, his hand will like fall off, and either I'll just like hold the float for a little to keep it steady, or he'll just like, I'll put his arm back up.
And really, I've never really used the float while there were no other people around.
Yeah, never.
I'm always in the pool with other people, and so when I begin to like tip a little bit, I'm just like, oh, I'm tipping.
Yeah.
And then whoever's there helps me rewrite my position and stay alive.
Yeah. Before I dashed away to the bathroom, I put Shane's hand up and I was like, is this okay? And what is he supposed to say? No.
But your face was like, yeah, you're right. I was like, just go.
You were like, uh-huh. And I was like, I'm so sorry. And I ran inside.
You were like, I'll be 1 minute or less. So Hannah runs inside.
Quick.
I'm floating around in the pool. Immediately my mind is like, okay, you need to try really hard, Shane, to stay balanced, because she is inside now, no one else is home. If you tip and your face goes under, there's nothing
you will die
that you can do. So I'm holding it there, bobbing around, time's passing. My arm begins to get tired. I'm like, oh, this is like the end of a really sad movie. My arm is getting more tired and more tired.
From my perspective, I'm in the bathroom. I know all of this is happening. I know Shane is terrified. Like, he is not cool and like calm about like
this tipping thing.
This kind of thing. Like tipping in the water, like falling off a bed, like this kind of stuff I know is like his worst fear. So I felt terrible and also was like, I need to go so quickly.
But your other option was to like poop
in the yard.
Down the pool, you know?
If it hadn't been your aunt's house, I might have just squatted right there. There's a window in the bathroom that I could see Shane floating around in the pool out of. So I was checking on Shane while I was going to the bathroom, watching him every once in a while. I mean, I was pretty out of my mind with what was happening to me personally, but I still maintained a little bit of like, you know, thought about you through my pain. So I'm watching Shane, and I see that his arm falls off the float. I can see that it is no longer on top of the float.
So all my efforts to keep my arm up there did indeed fail. And yeah, my arm fell off, and I tried to remain calm. I was like, okay, you've been in the pool before with your arm not balancing yourself, and you stayed balanced. Like,
yeah,
you can do this.
Yeah.
I had to focus really hard on keeping my like hips and my legs down in like the upright standing position. Like, I'm using my neck muscles and my trunk muscles to keep myself upright, and I'm just like, okay, you should just stay like this really, really carefully until she comes back out. Could you tell from the bathroom that I was like...
You were tipping a little. I mean, I could see that your hand wasn't there, and so you were like a little bit sideways. But I've also seen you swim, and you've never tipped over.
Yeah.
And I like, in my mind, your fear of tipping over is a little bit unfounded. Like, I don't think that float would actually tip enough that you wouldn't be able to breathe.
Yeah, it's
like I feel like your face would always be like partially out. Not that that would be like...
One of my nostrils would be above the
Not
water.
that would be ideal, but like I figured that you'd be fine, but obviously I was like, uh-oh.
So I'm tipping further and further, and I'm coming to terms with like, oh my god, we've had a really good relationship for a year. Like, my life has been really good, and this is not at all...
I'm gonna fish your dead body out of the pool.
This is not at all the day I thought it would all end. As I'm, like, feel my ear touch the water, and I'm like, oh, I'm losing strength, I can't keep my body upright.
This was before Spinal also, so you were probably a little bit more weak.
Taking you so long?
This was like 3 minutes in at this point that his hand falls off.
And literally as
maybe 3 minutes.
The side of my face is like beginning to touch the water, I hear the back door open, and it was so relieving.
Did you think that I would let you die because I was pooping?
I didn't know you could see me from that window.
Yeah.
You know?
I wasn't afraid that you were gonna die because I figured I would just, run out there no matter what state, I was in and save you. I felt terrible for you though. Like I was worried that you were having a horrible time.
I was. But you ran out.
Yeah, I ran out and I was like, you have no idea what just happened to me. I still love Marblehead. It's not their fault. It's a personal problem. It's not a food poisoning issue at all.
We had a nice day at the pool after that, too.
Yeah. We
Once
stayed there in the water. You were
Once
great.
you cleared your systems and I looked death in the eye,
It was fun.
it was a nice, relaxing day.
Yeah.
I don't blame you at all, by the way,
For leaving you
for
in the pool?
abandoning me. Yeah, I don't.
I didn't think
that's-
that you did.
I think that's big of me, too. To not,
I know. Nah, you shouldn't. I had a actual emergency.
I know. You
Painful emergency.
did. I'd rather have been in the bathroom than in the pool, so.
Yeah, I mean, I could have, or on your lawn, and your family comes home to find it. We're lucky there was a bathroom nearby and a window for me to monitor you.
And I had the strength to
Yeah.
hold it
Almost.
just long enough.
So that's the story of when I almost drowned Shane. That's the closest he's come to any sort of like water-related incident with me.
And then water-related death.
Yeah, we're pretty good in the water together. I've never like dropped you or like
No, otherwise it's
accidentally hurt you in the water yet. We'll probably have a story one day, but
This
not
is
now.
just making me so excited for summer.
I know.
I cannot wait to swim.
I know.